Well, I'm delighted to be here with Arun, and I was very impressed with this film. It was done with limited resources, but it did not feel like it. It felt like a well thought out, well developed, and especially well acted movie. And I credit the director with that because often actors don't know quite what to do if they don't have a good director behind them. And I was very glad also to hear the actors say that Arun gave them the space they needed to bring their talent and their intelligence to the movie. So, all in all, it was a great experience. It was a movie that held me from the beginning to the end. I never felt like getting up and leaving. I kept feeling the trap closing in and wanting to know what was going to happen next. And so it was a very effective piece of filmmaking. So, congratulations, Arun.
A great movie. It was you couldn't leave, like you couldn't even. I actually got my own popcorn. I couldn't have my own popcorn either. Great storyline, great execution, great work, guys. Great, must watch. Definitely must watch.
Saw the movie, and honestly, it just the whole time I was watching it, it felt like you just kept waiting for the next part, and you watched the story get deeper and deeper. Pretty amazing to watch.
I'm here to see the movie Saanvi, and it was amazingly directed by Arun and the cast and crew. First of all, this is a message where everybody needs to know. It's a sad message, but it's an awareness. And main thing I'm taking it today from this movie is everybody get lost, everybody, but in angerness or in terms of what to do, please ask for help rather than reacting something very negative. And that's just what the message for today. And very well directed, very well shot in such a small period of time. And I'm an artist, so I can imagine how chaotic it must be. So well done, team Sanvi.
The movie was very, very engaging. And I heard from the director that it was shot in like 3 weeks, which is really good. The amount of clarity he had and the shots he showed with the limited budget, it's really, really good.
Yeah, I just had the opportunity to watch Saanvi thanks to Puneet, who told me about it, and it was something. It's kind of crazy that it's based on a real story. It's something that I hadn't heard about, and being from the East Coast, and it was just it's such a sad story, but I'm glad it was told because I think it needed to be told, and I thought that he did it in a very interesting way to showcase how this man went from being so excited to go to the US to then committing such an egregious crime.
Well, I'm still under the effect of the film, so that speaks, I think, volumes for what Arun and the team have accomplished here. When I first heard the story, which was about 2 years ago, I think before he started production, I had imagined it would turn out very differently, and I'm so glad it did turn out that way. I'm glad it turned out the way it did because this was very impactful. Amazing work by everybody, and I wish it all the best in its journey ahead.
It was a great movie. I am the kind of person who doesn't keep engaged throughout the movie, but this was kept me very engaged. Very powerful movie. Excellent direction. Very well done.
Oh, the movie was great, and the from the beginning to the end, it was taken very well, and like you'll be sitting on the edge of your seat, like watching it, like there is nothing, there is no gap in between, and everything very well picturized and very well taken. Even though it's a sad movie, but the picturization and to- total movie was really really good.
Arun did a fantastic job. He kept the audience sit and watch entire movie in one shot, and every scene is gripping and tense. I know it's a very sad story, but he justified the story and he excellent direction.
I've never heard about the story even, um, but it was we were actually discussing about it that these things are happening and it's unfortunate. But it was amazing the way he put this on the screen, and it's a good awareness. We should be careful about what's going on in surroundings in the area and all that. Plus, the acting was unbelievable. I cannot believe it. The budget he told us he spent on that movie, it was commendable the way he did it. It was worth more. So, and great line. Even he didn't get a chance to interview everyone, but the storyline and how he put it together, it was awesome. Great job.
Oh yeah, I think that the film really took us on an emotional journey. I think we felt sympathy for the main character, but then also when he was, having his addiction and then he started doing the crimes, it felt harder to like him as a character. And so I think the main character, he took us on a journey, and it's really unfortunate that this has really happened. But I think this also sheds light on something that's happened in a small community in the East Coast, and it's a good way to like just um, share about what's actually happening, and it's not fiction, it's true. So I think it was very emotionally roller coaster, yeah.
Incredibly engaging. I also am one who it takes a lot to keep my attention in films. I'm not a big moviegoer, but this one was like, wow. The acting, the whole storyline, the sets, the clothes, just everything was perfect. Um, just yeah, I was just hooked throughout, and it's very rare for me to come across a film that kind of captures my attention this way, and everything I thought was excellent throughout. So yeah, great job to everyone. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Douglas Eames. I've worked with Arun once before, and he sent me an email and wanted me to help punch up the script a little, polish it up, and so we worked on that and worked out some of the business in the script and tried to keep it as real to life as possible. It was a very moving story, and
I played Detective Matthews in the movie, and it was it was although very you know trying, not exactly the funnest acting job, working with Arun, and made it very very meaningful, and I'm very glad I did it. And I hope that the story, for what I don't want to the story speak for itself, but I hope we all learn from it, and that something good can come from it. And I think Arun hopes for the same thing, and I want to thank everyone involved. So thank you so much.